good that is for when you're walking your weight there.
I know.
Right, building your bones.
I know. I'm always like, play with your backpack. Put it in the front, put it in the back, carry it on your arm. Like, you know, it's like carrying rocks.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta carry rocks at one point or another. Okay, let's start on our back. You're gonna need your strap, and then have your ball and your ring nearby.
Perfect, thanks.
So once you're laying back, just kind of broaden the back, lengthen your spine out. Take your strap and loop it over that right foot. So ball of the foot, center of the foot, somewhere around there. And then allow your arms to go full length. Hold on to the strap. Reach through the heel and pull back on the ball of the foot. So you really feel that good length coming through the calf. And opposite leg can be bent or straight. So it's up to you what that hip flexor wants. And so nice deep breath in, nice deep breath out. Once you find that good stretch, if your body has a little bit of leeway, you can start to draw the leg in. But once the knee either starts to buckle or you feel that lower back need to push into the floor in order to get it closer, I want you to back off. Think about keeping the lower curve in the spine and really reach up through the heel of the foot. Nice deep breath in and nice deep breath out. Soft face, soft eyes, soft jaw. And now taking your strap, pull down on the inside edge of the strap and rotate the foot, almost like you'd roll your ankle if you'd step off of a curb, and just stretch through the outer ankle of the foot. Give yourself a couple of breaths here. And then roll the foot back to center, holding onto the strap. Pull the leg down, single leg happy baby. So knee slides out wide towards the side of the body. Now reach through your lower heel, pushing through the foot towards the opposite side of the room. Draw your thigh towards the floor and feel free to play with the heel. So if I tuck the heel in, it's going to feel a little bit different. And then push the knee back and up into the underarm. Or if you pull your heel a little bit higher above the knee, almost like you're trying to go above the shoulder, that's going to feel a little bit different in the hamstring. So you can kind of choose where you want to go with that. Nice deep breath in, nice deep breath out. Soft face, soft eyes. As we work on the hips, really make sure the jaw is staying as soft as possible. And then when you're ready, draw the leg back vertical again. Go for that hamstring and calf stretch one last time. Just kind of wake up the backs of the legs here. And then slide the strap down. Holding onto the strap about shoulder's distance, take your arms overhead, reach through your knuckles, full body stretch. Inhale, reach and lengthen. And then arms come back down, relax the spine, loop the opposite foot, so ball of the foot to the strap, lengthen that leg up towards the sky, reaching through the heel, relax the shoulders. And once again, just work to find that edge of the stretch. So too much is too much, not enough is not enough. The side of the waist is lengthened, that lower back has a little bit of a curve, and just try to maintain that as you find that sweet spot for the leg. How do we know? The foot usually starts to try to point. You lose that flexion, the knee starts to bend, or the lower back tries to push into the floor. So just thinking about trying to resist those points a little bit here. And now take hold of the strap. Let's roll the ankle a little bit. Pull on the inside edge of the strap. Open through the outside of the ankle, the front of the shin a bit. And then roll the foot back to center, reaching up through the heel. Now from here, let's go for that single leg happy baby. Bend the knee, slide the knee into the underarm a bit. Now you can hold on to the foot with the hand or use your strap, or multitask and use the foot and the strap. And either I'm going to pull my heel a little bit in towards the center line of my navel and then actually push the knee up and back, almost like you're trying to push that kneecap into the floor, or keep pressing the thigh just straight down or even think about trying to slide the heel above the knee a little bit. So each one kind of shifts the focus, more inner groin, more hip socket, more hamstring and hamstring attachments. Keep reaching through the lower leg and just trying to maximize some of that necessary hip mobility this morning. All right, lengthen the leg back up one more time. Find that release through the back of the leg, flex through the foot. That might radiate right into the arch of the foot, or it might be clustering in the back of the calf, even behind the knee where all those attachments are. And if you're like me, one leg is a little bit tighter than the other. All right, release that leg down. Hold on to the strap. Arms come overhead. Full body stretch. And as you reach arms overhead, think about trying to pull your strap apart. Pressing the knuckles towards the floor. Arc the entire back from sacrum all the way up towards the rib cage. Use your inhale to lift the lungs even more. And then exhale, drop your strap down. Bend the knees. And take your ball, stick that underneath the sacrum. Let's just open up the hip flexors a little bit, and then we're going to do a little core work. So ball goes underneath the sacrum, legs lengthen out, arms come back overhead. Now drop the hips side to side. So as the hips go to the right, that right hip flexor is going to stretch, so as iliacus, sacrum even, and then up and over to the opposite side. So it's a stretch for the front of the pelvis, front of the abdomen, but it's a release for the sacrum as well. Nice deep breath in, nice deep breath out. And then bring it back to center. Arms come down, knees come into the chest. Give yourself a nice hug. And as you give yourself a nice hug, resist with your arms and alternate pressing your shins or knees into your forearm or wrist. And just kind of resist that, trying to open up around the tailbone a little bit more. That tailbone gets really pinned down if you do a lot of sitting. All the ligaments there get kind of frozen. Now double leg happy baby. Feet come up towards the sky. Grab hold of your ankles behind your knees or your feet. And just let the hips be on the ball and the hips slightly curl up. Press your thighs towards the floor, and with the ball you have this opportunity to kind of alternate. Pressing one thigh down towards the floor, you're going to rock a little bit. Pressing the other thigh down. You can alternate pressing the left thigh down, let's say, and then extending the right leg out. We call this drawn bow. So just give your lower body a little bit of opening, a little bit of love this morning. It's like trying to soften out the saran wrap from the night before. And then once you've done that, bring the legs together, the feet down, readjust the ball underneath your hips. So with the ball readjusted underneath your hips, broaden out the back, arms come down to the sides, extend your right leg up towards the sky. So foot flexes, the knee needs to be bent, then isolate that knee in a bent position, and extend your opposite leg out straight. So now you're going to be about ball level with that opposite leg. Flex both feet, engaging the core, so hopefully it should automatically turn on for you a little bit here. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, bring the bottom leg up to meet the top leg, and lower the opposite down. So now feel free to take those arms off the floor at any level. And then opposite side, bring the leg up nice and steady, really maximize how steady you can be, and then down slow. Keep the top leg as steady and stable as you can, bring it up. Now we're gonna add arms to it. So if your right leg drops, your left arm drops overhead. So if my right leg goes down, my left arm is gonna go overhead, nice and steady. And then slowly bring it back up. Try to really pay attention if that leg that's dropping is going to go all the way to ball height. And Can I bring it all the way down? Can my thumb touch the floor? Can I bring it all the way up? And how steady can I be? So I notice when my left leg drops, I tend to rock at the last minute a little bit to the right. That's my weaker side. Nice deep breath in when you drop. Inhale, inflate your lungs. Reach fingertips to heel at that last second now. And then exhale, bring it back up nice and steady. And then inhale, drop it down at the last second. Reach fingertips to heel. And then exhale. All right, we're going to do 2 more on each way. Now you're either going to keep your head in flexion or you can drop and lower as you need to. So head and shoulders lift up. I'm going to look at my thighs. Now I'm going to still alternate and drop. Steady. Up slow. Now feel free, drop that head whenever you need to. Those upper abs can fatigue easy. Think about it. Exhale back up. Inhale down. Exhale back up. Think about your rib engaging down towards the height of your hip. And then after that last one, the head drops down. Grab hold of your feet back into happy baby. Thighs press towards the floor, heels open away from each other. And alternate that little press if you want to add that extension, alternating into one leg and then the opposite. Just trying to keep the hip, the entire socket, as happy and mobile as possible. Not that we build strength, and in the meantime we build tightness and restriction. So this is about being mobile, this is about being pliable, being able to use the strength that we have during the day rather than be restricted by the tightness that surrounds it. And then back to center, legs come together and go all the way out, arms come overhead, full body stretch. Let's go back into that hip drop, alternating side to side. So hips go to the right and hips go to the left. If you already know somebody that has back pain, this would probably be one of the easiest things that they can do, and not very invasive, next to pelvic tilting. And if they have really, really stiff lower back, they would start on probably a pretty good deflated ball. And then back to center. Arms come down, knees bend. All right, take your hips out from under the ball. We're going to do a little bit on the floor flat, because then we're going to translate it to the ball, so you kind of have an experience of what that might feel like. It's going to be a resistance technique to help engage the core. So we're on our back. We're going to try to be in pelvic neutral, which I know you both can do. And it's going to be a straight leg drop. So my legs are going to be up. I'm going to use the ball of my foot, so I have to pull back my toes out of the way, so my opposite foot can sit on top. I'm literally going to try to push my legs together when they drop down. And then the same thing when they come back up. We're going to try to do 4 with the head down and then 4 with the head up, and then we're going to switch. We'll take a break in between, not that you fatigue. So ribs come down, shoulders come down. If you want to work with your arms overhead, we're going to try to keep those ribs pinned down as well, so you can change that arm position. So it doesn't matter which foot, because we're going to do both. So nice deep breath in, pressing as you lower. Pressing as you lower. Think about those bathroom muscles. Go only as far as you can keep the lower back from really arcing, shoulders down, and then press, press, press back up again. So again, we're trying to resist. Here we go. 3. Press against each other. Exhale. Back up. You got it. 2. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Press and resist. That quad's going to kick in, and that's okay. Exhale, back up. Happy baby. Draw the legs open. Add that little rocking or that little extension in the legs. Again, just keeping things mobile, keeping things opening as you build strength. All right, readjust. Now this time we're going to work with the head up. So our legs come up overhead. It's going to be the same leg on top, because we're going to do 4 and 4, and then we'll do the same thing 4 and 4. So feet, I'm going to lift myself up and reach my fingertips towards the opposite wall. Shoulders relax down. Here we go. Inhale, lower. Keep pelvis neutral. Think about even hugging your thighs. Exhale, up 1. Press and resist. Inhale. Exhale, up 2. Inhale. Exhale, up 3. Last one, inhale. And exhale up 4. Lower it down. This time, bend the knees, feet come as wide as your yoga mat, arms open up, drop your legs side to side. So that inward diving knee gets that nice quad stretch. Let the lower back really arc. Let your breath feed back into your body. All right, then back to center. Bring the arms in. Back body is broad, pelvis is in neutral, ribs are down, legs come up. Opposite leg on top. So we're using heel to ball of the foot. Try to keep the ribs down, the back from arcing. Here we go, down on the inhale. Press and resist, press and resist. Let your legs and glutes engage, it's okay. Exhale, up 1. Inhale. Exhale, up 2. Soft jaw. Here we go, inhale. Exhale, up 3. One more time, nice and steady. Inhale. And exhale, up 4. Happy baby. Just keeping that sacrum happy, the hip flexors happy. Use your breath. And then back to center, feet down, readjust the pelvis. Now we're going to do it with the head elevated, and then we're actually going to translate it onto the ball with the ring. So legs come up, stack the legs, slide your arms up so ribs bear down, pelvis is nice and steady, watch the back from arcing. Here we go, inhale down, press and resist, engage the legs, and then exhale up 1. Awesome, inhale, keep reaching. Exhale up 2. Inhale. Exhale. One more. And exhale. All right, bring the knees into the chest. Draw your arms open to T. Feet come as wide as the yoga mat. Drop the legs side to side again. Inward knee falls, lower back arcs, and then repeat that process. And then back to center. Awesome. All right, walk your legs in. Take the ball this time, and we're going to stick it underneath the sacrum. So we're going to add a higher element of stability here. And we're actually going to try this with the ring. So you're going to take your ring, and it's going to be the same setup. So I'm going to place the ring this time, though, on the front of the shin and the back of the ankle. All right, so flex the feet. We're literally kind of one leg right in front of the other like we're walking a tightrope. Press in on the ring. It's not a huge pressure. When you're ready, inhale, bring it down. Steady. Exhale, bring it back up. Here we go again. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, 3. Exhale, think about it. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Now we're gonna switch. That was not as good as I thought it was gonna be. I thought I was gonna be able to make it all the way around when I flipped it. It did not happen. All right. If you need to readjust that ball, feel free to do that. We're literally one leg in front of the other. Feet are flexed. Relax the shoulders. Take a nice deep breath out. And then inhale, press and lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, press and lower. Soft jaw, relax the shoulders. Exhale, press and lift. Inhale. One more. And exhale. All right, now we're going to switch it and add flexion. So switch it back. Opposite leg in front. Go back to that original setup, but with the ring. Now we're going to add flexion. So nice deep breath in, and I'll leave it up to you. You can either put hands behind the head, or you can add that more 100 style where the fingers reach forward. It's really whatever you feel like is a good preference for this because the ball is a little bit more unstable. So here we go. We're going to add flexion. Relax the shoulders 4 times. Here we go. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. One more time, inhale down. And exhale up. Lower the head down, grab the ring last time, and then we'll stretch it out. All of a sudden that internal thermostat goes up. All right. There we go. All right, when you're ready, add flexion, exhale. And you choose your arm variation. Try them both if you want. Here we go. Down, inhale. Exhale. Down 2. Exhale. Down 3. Exhale. Last one, nice work, ladies. Inhale. And exhale. Lower the head, release the ring. Legs come down, arms come overhead, full body stretch. Really arc the lower back, exaggerate that. And then hips drop side to side again, just keeping everything mobile. And when you're ready, bend the knees. You can leave that ring off to the side. Lift your hips. Take the ball out from underneath you. Now roll to your side. And you can use the back edge of your mat. Ball comes underneath the oblique. We'll do a little bit of oblique work here. So set up that ball. And then set up the legs. Remember, if you're going to scissor, top leg come forward, bottom leg come back. Really open up both sides equally. Elbow to the side of the head. Relax your top shoulder, fingertips towards the floor. We're going to try to stack the hips. Good, awesome. All right, relax the top shoulder as much as you can. When you're ready, pull the bottom elbow out from underneath you and think about being pushed up against a wall behind you. So we keep that nice long line. So if you're a little bit weaker, remember the oblique wraps around the lower back as well. So you can definitely be feeling that lower back channel as well. Nice deep breath in and nice deep breath out. One more breath. All right, bend the bottom knee, extend the top arm. Grab hold of the wrist, so I'm turning my palm and forearm down. I'm going to draw length as I push away with that top foot. Nice deep breath in. Try to breathe into the side body on purpose. Nice deep breath out. And then top arm wraps back around. Elbow to the floor. Relax your top shoulder down. All right, so this time we're going to do the upper body, and then right away we're going to go into upper body, lower body combination. So if you want, you can actually bend that bottom knee right away, because we're going to go from just the upper body lifting and lowering, and then we're going to go right into upper and lower body lifting. And that bottom leg set up as a kickstand can help a little bit if you know you're a little bit more wobbly. If you're not, and that doesn't bother you, that bottom leg can stay down. So whatever you feel like will work best. All right, here we go. Top shoulder relaxes. Nice long open chest. Nice deep breath in. Let's hover first. So take that elbow out. Nice deep breath out. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hold. Inhale, lower. Exhale, hold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hold. Inhale, lower. Exhale, hold. Now we're going to lift a little bit quicker. So inhale, lift with the leg. Exhale down. Keep it long. 5. 5 more. Last one. And stretch out. Get your breath going again. Inhale. And exhale. Deep breath in. And exhale. One more time, deep breath in. And exhale. Slide the top arm around in front of you and bring yourself up to a seated position. While seated, bottoms of the feet together, let's just do a little bound angle. You're nice and tall, shoulders relaxed down. Exhale, bow forward, just igniting those groins now a little bit. Elbows towards the insides of the thighs or reach forward. Just keep an open chest so the breath can stay fluid. Really oxygenating the body here. Bringing as much oxygen, as much serotonin, as much good endorphins as you can to the brain, giving yourself the best possible step forward this morning. Inhale, bring it up. Let's switch to the opposite side. So we're literally just going to lay the opposite way. Set yourself up. Fingertips to the side of the head. Relax that top shoulder. Feel free, you can kickstand that bottom leg or scissor the legs. It's up to you. Relax the top shoulder. We're just going to try to do that lift and hold right now. Try not to push the head. 3, 2, 1. Pull the elbow out from underneath you. Think about staying back against the wall rather than leaning forward towards your hand. One more breath. And bend the bottom knee, stretch it out, take that top arm, grab for the wrist, forearm, give it a little bit of a tug, and push through that top foot. Now breathe along the side body. Awesome, top arm slides around. Bring yourself back up. We're going to do 2 times lift and lower nice and slow with a stacked breath, and then we're going to lift and lower 10 times with the arm and the leg, or the upper body and the leg combined. So you can kickstand that bottom leg or stay stacked, it's up to you. All right, fingertips to the side of the head, nice deep breath in. Exhale, just pull the elbow out from underneath you. Inhale, float up. Exhale, hold. Inhale, lower. Exhale, hold. Lift. Hold. Lower, hold. Here we go. Lift, leg, down. 2, down. Think about your heel against the wall behind you. 3, down. 4, down. 5, I don't care how high you lift, down. 6, 7, 8, down, 9. One more. And stretch it out. Reach, breathe, stretch. Now roll to the belly. You can leave that ball off to the side. And let's start on the forearms, just for the sake of easing into it. So elbows come underneath the shoulders. Palms can start down for right now. Lengthen through the legs. Make sure there's no pinching in the sacrum. So just adjust the thighs if you're feeling any tweaking. Really reach through the toes, ignite through the legs, almost like your kneecaps are trying to engage off the floor. Now, once you have your arms set up, elbow under shoulder, turn the palms up. So that rotation that we're trying to make happen in our palm is engaging the shoulder into an external rotation. So thumbs press down. We're trying to press the thumbnail into the floor. And as you do that, press the crown of the head towards the sky. Now every fingernail on your hand is trying to push down into the mat. Feel an open chest and an engaging lower back. Think about pressing the hands so much down into the floor that actually the elbow is almost coming off the mat, or maybe it is slightly elevated, meaning it's not sinking into the mat. Keep stretching through your legs and think about your chest coming forward. Now turn your palms down, but keep the body nice and active and attentive. Spread your fingers open wide. Now just lift your elbows a little bit. You choose. This is called seal, sometimes called dolphin. Elbows stay tucked in. Drop your shoulders, pick up your belly. Try to stretch the sternum. Now the arms can come into full extension. Folds of the elbows stay forward as long as you're not feeling direct compression on the lower back. That's where you pick up those front belly muscles. The glutes are going to pick up as well or engage as well to help kind of counterbalance that. Now lift your heart even more. Exhale, lower down. Hand over hand, rest your forehead down on your hands. Nice deep breath in here. Press strongly your left leg, top of the left foot, left big toenail all into the floor, and lift your right leg off the floor. Try to keep your hips as even as you can so we're not rolling into that left leg. Breathe calmly. Now we're going to lift and lower the leg. So inhale, lower the leg down. Same leg, exhale, lift it up. Inhale, lower it down. Exhale, lift it up. Keep the hips square. Exhale, lift it up. Exhale, lift it up. Glute is strong. Exhale. Exhale. 5 more. Soft shoulders. And 1. Drop it down. Nice deep breath in. Rest. Nice deep breath out. Nice deep breath in. Engage the right leg on the floor now so that you can lift the left or opposite if you just did that one. Again, I don't feel like I'm rolling to the opposite hip. My hips feel nice and even, so I'm directing that strength into my hamstring and that lower glute max, which is what we want. Breathe. Here we go. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift 1. Lower down. Exhale, lift 2. Soft upper body. Relax the shoulders back. 3. Use your breath. 4. 5. 6. You got it. Just nice and calm. 7. 8. Keep the hips square. 9. Nice job. 1 more. 10. And down. Nice deep breath in. Really deep. Exhale, really try to relax your body. Do 2 more just like that. Now strong legs, relaxed shoulders, lift both legs off the floor. Think about trying to bring the heels together. Think about trying to bring the knees together, which is going to be harder. They're probably not going to touch, but it's intention. And hold the legs. Breathe. Now we're going to swim the legs, really small little kicks here for a slow 10 count. Here we go. 10, just slow kicks. 9, 8, 7. Just think about it like you're swimming through the water. 6. You got it. 5, try to move through the hips. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now drop the legs, hands under the shoulders, press back devotional. Try to keep your hands where they are as you sit back. So really try to get some traction in your underarm and your lower back. Wiggle your glutes around. Go for length here and then insert that deep breath in and that deep breath out. 2 more times just like that. Inhale, come up to tabletop, and then move it back downward facing dog. Open up the backs of the legs, bend and straighten the legs a few times. Walk your dog, twist your dog. Just insert your breath into your body as much as you possibly can. And now slowly slide into plank. So So wrists under shoulders, open up the hands, middle finger forward. Broaden the back without hunching. Zip up the legs, hip bones into the belly. Kneeling is always an option. Knees to the floor, back into devotional. Nice deep breath in. And nice deep breath out. 2 more times. Just keep the breath moving. Inhale, rise into tabletop. So just tabletop here right now. Fingertips nice and wide, wrists under shoulders. Do not bend the elbows. 10 times protraction, retraction. This first round, because it's less weight bearing, just really focus on good mobility. Inhale, sink in the chest, shoulder blades pinch without bending the elbows. Exhale, broaden it out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, sink. Now turn this time into a cat pose. So press, broaden, round, and lean back. Inhale, glide forward and sink. Exhale, broaden, round, and lean back. So we're going to take that, what would be retraction, and add it with a cat pose. So slide forward kind of into table, sink into your shoulder blades just like we were doing, and then press. Now you're going to round it out, and now you're going to lean back. So now you're in that Halloween cat pose. Slide it right back into table, sink right back into that retraction where the shoulder blades pinch, and then press, round, broaden, lean back. Let's do that 3 more times. So inhaling. You got it. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Let's just do 1 more. Inhaling. Awesome. Exhaling. And then back to center. All right, you have a choice. Either walk your hands forward or walk your feet a little back. We're going to go into a modified or kneeling plank. So however you want to get there is just fine with me. So now we're in kneeling plank. Wrists still under the shoulders. 10 times protraction, retraction. Watch those elbows. Inhale, sink. Exhale, press 1. Awesome. 5 more, you got this. One more. And then sit it back again. Find a deep breath 3 times. Inhale, rise into plank. And now downward facing dog. Press out of the shoulders. Find that length for the spine. Now walk your hands back towards your feet, sorry about that, into standing forward bend. Once you're there, open your feet as wide as your yoga mat. So you have a little bit wider stance. Feel free to bend the knees if your hips need a little bit of help like that. Now grab opposite elbows, pull down in your elbow folds, make that space for your upper shoulders, and let yourself sway side to side. Like your elbow is trying to touch your outer calf. Just giving yourself some much needed space. Bend your knees, release your arms, get your hips underneath you, and roll it up. Arms swipe up overhead, a little bit of an extension. And then exhale, hands to prayer. Awesome. Come to the center of the mat. Feet can open a little bit wider than your outer hip. Toes are forward. And now from here, just drop your chin to your chest. Really relax your shoulders back. And find your hands at the base of the skull and just add that little bit of press and resist. So my head's going to press down, my head's going to press back up into my hands. Really try to pull your shoulder blades down so you get that nice neck channel openness. Now I can tip my head, chin towards one chest line or shoulder, and still press down on that angle. And then I can do the same thing to the other side. Just as you move, be very conscious of how you're moving. And now hands clasped behind my back, pull my shoulders open, lift the head, and now tip the head back. Reach to the chin. Bend your knees, come into a little bit of a straddle forward bend with a chest expander. Breathe. Hands drop down to the floor, bend your knees, walk your feet wider now, a healthy straddle. Feet are still parallel, watch not to rock in the ankles. Back is nice and long, let's side lunge to the right. So bend that right knee, lean into the inside of the leg, really press through the left foot. Nice long spine. Okay, so now stay to the right and we're gonna rotate to the right into runner's lunge. Awesome. Now drop the back knee, your comfort level. Uncurl those back toes and roll it up into deep lunge. Press into the front leg as you slide your arms up through the chimney and towards the ceiling. Really focus on that left side, so the left toe is pressing into the floor and you're lengthening through that left waist, left side body, left arm. Take your right palm. So you're going to take that right hand, turn the palm up, and now draw that arm even longer. Lean a little bit off to the side, so you're going this way. At the same time, leaning into the hip fold of that back leg. You got it. So you're going to lean a little bit to the right, lean into that left hip fold a little bit, or even outer hip, depending on where the tightness is. And just watch the breath. We still need that breath. Inhale, bring it back up. Arms come back down, roll the back toes under. Let's move back into straddle. Feet come parallel. Lower the head down, keep the backs of the legs engaging. You can bend and straighten the legs a few times. It's almost like a really wide, happy baby when you bend the knees. Drawing gratitude for the hips. The hips are definitely one of those areas where it's kind of in the back of our head, we just unconsciously go, yeah, stiffness is just, it's what happens as we get older. No, we stop moving as we get older, and it doesn't have to be that way. All right, let's side lunge to the left. They're all just different versions of squatting right now. Breathe. And then if you're not, rotate into runner's lunge. And then eventually adjust yourself because you're probably a little off with your footing. Drop that back knee. All right, here we go. Roll it up. Stack your body, square the hips. Arms come up overhead, lengthen, relax the shoulders down. You're pushing into your front leg. That front leg is helping you as you try to lunge into the hip of the back leg. Now we can take that one step further and take your left hand, grab hold of your right wrist, pull it up. And now as you lean to the left, you're going to lean into the hip pocket of your right leg or the side seam of your pant. So we're just trying to find like where are those like pinchy, restricted, like if you would take papers and glue only some of the pieces of paper together in certain areas, like find the areas of the glue. Where is it just like, ooh. Nice deep breath in. Nice deep breath out. Back up slow, arms down slow, roll the back toes under, lift the knee, take your time, back into straddle. Nice deep breath in, nice deep breath out. Bend your knees, walk your feet together. Standing forward bend, or as close as hips distance. I'll kind of let you choose as close as you want. And just draw a little attention here to how the body feels, and maybe make a note for yourself. Okay, today I'm going to try to forward bend for at least 5 breaths, 3 times on purpose today. Even if you have to go close yourself into the bathroom or whatever you need to do. And just allow the hamstrings, your lower back, your glutes to kind of go, oh, thank you. Slowly start to take a seat. You can bring yourself down nice and slow. Awesome. All right, so as you bring yourself down nice and slow, legs cross. And from the legs being crossed, arms come up overhead. Exhale, bow forward. So I'm going to bow forward over my crossed legs, reach the arms forward, just relax the head down for a moment. Feel the back body broaden out a little bit once you consciously soften. Walk your arms over to the left. So walk, 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 your arms, head, shoulders. Keep your left arm down and roll your right arm open. So now you're in a side bend. Keep the right hip down as much as you can and reach with the top arm. And as you reach with the top arm, push the bottom hand against your mat. So you're creating a little bit of resistance. Now I can cradle my head in my hand if I need to. That also creates a little bit more of an anchoring. So it's kind of like a help, but sometimes it actually assists a little bit deeper stretch too. So feel free to find that point. All right, reach with the top arm, keep reaching, reach really strongly, and roll yourself down. So there's that right lower back with you reaching and rolling. Slide yourself to center. Pause for a moment, nice deep breath in. Nice deep breath out. Rotate to the left or slide to the left. I'm sorry, this is your right. This is your right. Roll it open. Relax the bottom shoulder. Remember, we're not supporting the ear with the shoulder on that bottom side. I'm going to press to create resistance, reaching or add that cradle in. And it's not one size fits all. So for me, I'm actually a little bit tighter in my lower back on one side, and it's more of my front hip on the other side. So if I turn my shoulders a little bit in this position, you might be like, ooh. Think of it like your oblique tucked into your pant on the entire side half of your body. So where is that oblique? Just a little too tight tucked in. All right, reach with the top arm, reach as much as you can as you roll down. So I'm gonna keep reaching, keep reaching, keep reaching. Roll right into that lower back, back to center. Nice deep breath in, take your time. Nice deep breath out. Nice deep breath in. And nice deep breath out. Roll it up. Awesome. Let's come onto our back. You won't need anything. Just bring yourself onto your back, nice and slow. Knees come into a chest, just a nice counter pose. It just sometimes it almost feels automatic, like your body's just like, give me a hug for a second. Okay, so from there, feet drop to the floor, arms open up to T, palms face up. So really feel the shoulder blades kind of sinking into your back, so the chest feels very open. Lower back in neutral. Slide one leg at a time up to tabletop. Let's work with tick-tock. We'll play between going for a good stretch and then really trying to tap into the oblique. So legs engaged. Inhale, or as many breaths as it takes. Start to tip to the right and only go as far. So it might take a breath or two at first. Keeping that left shoulder blade down, it's like, okay, how far can I go? And usually the mind will leave a little bit too soon. So just kind of notice what that resistance level is. And then on a following exhale, bring it back up to center. Really use that exhale. And then the same thing on the opposite side. If it takes an extra breath, I want you to do that. Find your end range. Keep the heels away from your glutes. And then on a following exhale, bring it back up. Now you can add the head into it since we're not going super fast. As my legs go to the right, turn your head to the left. And then a strong exhale. Inhale. And a strong exhale. Or if you want to do 2 shorter breaths, again, we're trying to find that end range. This is one of those strengthened stretch moves. That's why your arm is actually stronger when it's in full extension than it is when it's in flexion. Go one more each way. Last one. All right, after that last one, drop your feet down, bound angle. Let arms come overhead, back arcs on purpose. Nice deep breath in. Nice deep breath out. Again, nice deep breath in. And nice deep breath out. Legs come together, knees into the chest. Rock yourself up to seated. And now from that seated position, let's flip back into a tabletop last time. And from your tabletop, slide the right leg forward, pigeon. Scooch the back leg behind you, adjust that front heel to your liking. Square the hips off. Let's go upright first. So inhale, get that groin stretch. Think about puffing your chest a little bit just to emphasize that hip flexor abdomen stretch in the back leg. And then exhale, fold it forward. So you adjust. If you need to put the ball underneath the hip, if you need to adjust the heel, we're going to try to square it off, which is going to ask a lot more of the glute and hip of that front leg. All right, we're going to try to go 2 minutes here. Nice calm breath in, nice calm breath out. And as you breathe here, very consciously, very mindfully, just offer gratitude. Like, my body can do this right now. It might not be the most open, or it might feel tight or pinchy or even sore, but my body is still willing to move dynamically in so many different ways this morning. As we melt the fuzz or make our tissues slide and glide with ease. We're sending that signal to our bodies for later on today that we unconsciously seek out more opportunities to move. Where the brain and body otherwise collaborate and say, I'm stiff, don't do that. Or that hurts when I do that. Don't bend over anymore. The mind and body may have a different conversation today. I'm going to go just a little bit more than a minute here still. Slowly rise, hands to the mat, curl the back toes under. Let's just move into either down dog or table. Release that front leg, just allow blood flow to come back in, mobility. gratitude for the body, let's slide it to the other side. If you want to come from down dog or drop to table, slide the opposite leg forward. Make those little bit of adjustments. Take your time as you nestle in. And with the back leg long behind you, let's first come upright. Upright pigeon, sometimes called active pigeon. Remember, we're trying to lean into the hip of the back leg, not the hip of the front leg. Lift your sternum. Breathe. And then exhale, fall forward. So we're going to go 2 minutes again. This is just your opportunity to breathe. Let your body settle in. And even if the body feels really comfortable or there's just one area of tension or tightness, just make sure the mind is also following in those footsteps of space, of trying to let go, that our intention, consciously and unconsciously, can sometimes be what causes more pain and frustration to the body than what physically is happening or what physically has happened to us. Breathe. If 90% of all disease is heavily related to stress, how are we managing that stress? How is our mind reacting or not reacting to that stress? How can I continue to honor and respect and support my body in the best way that I can? A few more breaths. Hands under the shoulders. Slowly bring yourself up, downward facing dog or table. Just release that leg. You're still breathing. You're still paying attention to your body. And then when you're ready, walk it back, standing forward bend, so reverse walk. Pause. Again, gratitude for your body, being able to fold, showing up to the mat, for now taking your practice with into your day. Remember those 3 distinct times that you purposely fold into forward bend and breathe. Your body will thank you. Bend your knees, roll yourself up, coming into a great day ahead. Arms come up overhead. A little bit of an extension. Exhale, bring your hands to prayer. Let's just do that one more time with a full breath again. Inhale. Exhale, bringing all that you need into the heart, mindfully taking that step forward into a great day ahead. Thanks for coming, ladies. Namaste.
Namaste. Namaste.
Thanks for coming this morning.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
It was nice.
Good.